This program is suitable for most people. However, it should not replace a supervised exercise program. Please consult your local doctor before commencing an exercise program, especially if you have one or more of the following: have had joint surgery, any medical condition affecting your heart, lungs or blood pressure, joint inflammation, you have not been doing regular exercise. Stop exercising immediately if you experience one or more of the following: chest pain, shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness, numbness or tingling in the arms or legs, severe pain or discomfort in your joints. The producers and distributors disclaim any liability or loss, personal or otherwise, resulting from procedures in this program.
Move It or Lose It is an exercise program for seniors designed to maintain an active and healthy lifestyle. Let's join Instructor Sally for a Pilates workout at Woodlands Park in Berwick. We hope you enjoy today's episode.
Good morning and welcome to today's session of Move It or Lose It. My name is Sally and I'm a physiotherapist specialising in Pilates. This is my colleague Cherie. She's here to help me demonstrate the exercises today. Pilates is a great form of exercise to help strengthen your core, which is your abdominal muscles, your hips and pelvis, and your lower back. It's a really good way to help improve your posture and also prevent lower back pain. And it's great when we get a bit older because it's non-impact, so it's gentle on your joints. Today we're going to start by lying down onto your backs. So to do that, just slowly sit down and then turn yourself around and lie back onto the ground. All right, so let's start with your feet flat and your knees slightly bent, with your arms relaxed by your sides. Once you're in this position, we want to just do a little bit of a stretch for your lower back. So let's start by tilting your pelvis backwards until your back flattens against the ground, and then tilt forwards so your back arches away from the ground. And then backwards again, and tilting forwards. This is a good way just to stretch the lower back and to loosen up your pelvis before we get started with the exercises. So tilting forwards and then backwards again. Okay, now we're going to start by moving our legs a little bit wider apart and finding what we call our neutral spine position. So from here, you don't want to have your back too flat against the ground or too arched away, a nice neutral, comfortable position. And from here, I want you to start by drawing your belly button down towards your spine. So you're just gently tightening your lower abdominal muscles. So breathing in and out, maintaining your deeper abdominal muscles coming in towards your spine. Okay, keeping those muscles nice and strong, let's lift your right leg up to what we call 90-90 position. This is where your hip and your knee are all at 90 degrees. Holding that there, slowly bring your left leg to come and meet your right leg. And then lowering your right leg down to the ground and then follow with the left. So you should feel your abdominal muscles working as you're lifting your legs here. Let's try that again. So your right leg coming up to 90-90 and then your left coming to meet it, and then right leg down and left leg down. The whole time you want to try and maintain that position of your spine so that it's nice and neutral. So we're not arching or flattening your back. Nice and still. So right leg up, left leg up, right leg down, left leg down. And we'll just keep going now on that right leg. Remember to make sure you keep breathing throughout the exercise. Don't want to hold your breath and get dizzy. Okay, let's do one more on the right. And then have a rest. Try and keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. And now we're going to do the left side. So lifting the left leg up and then the right leg to meet it and back down. Left and right. Keeping your tummy nice and strong, left leg, right leg, and slowly down. Remember to make sure that your lower back is nice and still. Slowly up with the left. And we've got 2 to go, so left leg, right leg, back down, and last one. Excellent. Okay, bit of a tougher one for the tummy now. Lifting both legs up to what we call 90-90 position again. Holding that position there, you're going to tap your right heel down to the ground. Bring it back up and tap down. So this one works your stomach a little bit more. So keep that nice and strong. Good, and let's have a rest. So bring both legs down. Just relax your lower back. You can just tilt your pelvis a little bit to stretch it out. Good, okay, and back to that 90-90 position. This time we're tapping down with the left heel. So left heel taps, comes back up. Again, keeping your tummy nice and strong. Good, and have a rest. Bring both feet back down. We're now going to have a short break, so please keep going on with these exercises and we'll be back again soon. Welcome back. We're now going to continue on with our Pilates workout. Okay, now we're going to work on loosening up your hips a little bit more. So keep your feet flat on the ground. This time with your right leg, you're going to take your knee out to the side, slowly towards the ground. With this exercise, you want to make sure that your hips are staying still, so you're not rotating your body. So keep your left hip down against the ground and then take your right leg out to the side, making sure you're not rotating through this section. And then slowly bring it back up. So right knee down to the ground and back up to meet the left. So this is a great exercise to loosen up the hips. And let's go onto the left side now, so keeping the right leg still, taking your left leg out to the side, making sure your right hip doesn't lift, and bring it back up. So left down, and back to the center. And last one on the left side. And bringing that back up. Okay, resting your arms down by your side again. We're going to start going back into that 90-90 position. So both knees up to 90 degrees. And from here, you're going to extend your right leg forward and then bring it back up to meet the left. So again, working your tummy muscles here as you reach that right leg out, making sure you're keeping your lower back nice and still. If you find this exercise too hard, you can bring both feet back down to the ground and just extend your right leg out with your left leg flat on the floor. So Cherie, will you keep demonstrating this exercise, and I'll go back to that 90-90 position where you're working your tummy just a little bit more, holding that left leg up off the ground. And then resting, bringing both feet back to the ground, and we'll go on to the left side. So either straightening the left leg out with your right leg flat on the ground if you're finding the other one too much of a challenge, or coming up to both legs at 90-90 and reaching forward with that left leg. Good, and place both feet back down to the ground now. Okay, now we're going to start adding in your arm as well. So when you extend out your left leg, your right arm is going above and then bringing back down together. So left leg out, right leg up and back down. If you want to make this harder, the same thing, we can go into that 90-90 position and take the left leg out and right arm for over the head. And coming back down, let's swap sides now. So right leg reaching forward, left leg over the head. And again, to make it harder, both legs up at 90-90 position and extending back with that left arm and right leg reaching forward. And have a rest. We're now going to have a short break, so please keep going on with these exercises and we'll be back again soon. Welcome back. So by now you should be starting to feel your tummy muscles starting to work. So we're just going to have a little bit of a rest and do some stretching through your lower back. So keeping your feet flat on the ground, take your knees all the way to the right, and you should feel that opening up your lower back and your hips on that left side, and then all the way over to the left. Let's just do a few to each side to loosen up that lower back and give our tummy muscles a rest. Just making sure you're keeping your shoulders flat on the ground so we're not twisting all the way over. Keep the arms relaxed. And back to the middle. Okay, we're now going to work through your hips a little bit now. So arms relaxed by your side, pushing through your heels so you're lifting your bottom up off the ground. So curling up through your spine, holding up in this position, you're going to work your glutes, your hamstrings and your lower back. And then slowly curling back down. Curling up again, so tilt through your pelvis, push through your heels and lift your bottom up. Holding in this position here. And slowly curling down. And coming up, push through the heels. Holding. And curling back down. And again. And curling through your back. Coming down again. Let's do another 5. Lifting up. And one more. Good. Okay, let's go back to working your tummy muscles now. So, coming up with your right leg, straightening it out in front of you and making little circles. Point your toe and we'll make circles with the right leg. If you want to make this harder, you can lift your left leg up into that 90-90 position again. A bit more of a challenge. And let's change direction of the circle now. Still keep going on that right leg. And then relax. Okay, and now your left leg. So you can either straighten out that leg and make circles with the right foot flat, or bring that right leg up to 90-90. And change directions. And relax. Okay, last one for the tummy muscles today. Reaching out with your right leg and taking it out to the side and bringing it back to the middle. Making sure you're keeping your lower back nice and still. And changing to the left leg now. Straightening out in front and out to the side. Bringing it back to the center. And relax. Okay, let's do a little bit of stretching now. So popping your right heel on your left knee and then pressing down on the right leg just to stretch out your hips and your pelvis. It's always important to finish with stretching once you've done exercises to make sure your muscles are not too sore tomorrow. And let's change to the other leg. So pressing down on that left knee to stretch out the left hip. And then back to the center, and we'll just finish with twisting through your spine again, knees to the right, and then over to the left. Okay, let's slowly roll onto our right side now and gently pushing yourself up and coming up into sitting. Just take your time to gather your breath there. Well done. Okay, that concludes our session of Move It or Lose It today. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye for now.